Hi, my name is Jack Malcolm, and I've got a challenge for you. Can you really change the world in just 4 minutes? Can anyone? I'm going to tell you a story about a group of people who set out to do just that, how they did it, and how you can too. About 100 years ago, the U.S. entered World War I to make the world safe for democracy. And in a democracy, war requires not just the consent of the governed, but their active participation and support. So the government put together an Office of Public Information and put it under the charge of George Creel, who was a Mississippi newspaperman at the time. And Creel went out and recruited an army of 75,000 volunteers to go out and speak to the communities in their theaters, in their churches, and in their lodges. They were called the 4-Minute Men, and their task was to sell war bonds, and their tool was a 4-minute speech. So why 4 minutes? Three reasons. First of all, because even then attention spans were short, and if you couldn't get your point across in 4 minutes, then any time over that would be simply waste for the speaker and for the audience. Second, because the discipline of putting together your message into a 4-minute package is a great way to sharpen your thinking and to clarify your expression. And third, because it's about 600 spoken words or about 2 double-space type pages, and you can pack a lot into a space like that. So how did they do it? There's 3 suggestions that I'm going to make with a little help from George Creel. The first suggestion is be absolutely crystal clear about what you want your audience to do and why you want them to do it. There should be an answer to the question, what's in it for them? And what's in it for them doesn't have to be, and in many cases really should not be, simply about practical or monetary gain. Some of the most influential and inspirational speeches tap into much deeper fundamental human motivations than simple monetary gain. People didn't buy war bonds for their return. They bought war bonds to help make the world safe for democracy. The second point is to structure your ideas logically. As Creel advised, divide your speech carefully into certain divisions. Say 15 words for final appeal, 45 seconds to describe the bond, 15 seconds for opening words, etc. Any plan is better than none, and it can be amended every day in light of experience. So I recommend a 3-part structure because it fits very beautifully into a 4-minute presentation. 30 seconds for opening remarks, a minute apiece for each one of your points, and 30 seconds to bring it home. Or you can tell a story and divide it into situation, conflict, and resolution. The third point is that you need to prepare carefully, rehearse often, and refine relentlessly. If you want your audience to care, you have to show that you cared enough to give them your very best. As Creel told his volunteers, let your friends know that you want ruthless criticism. If the criticism isn't sound, you can reject it. If the criticism isn't sound, wouldn't you be a fool to reject it? Ironically, it takes more time to prepare shorter speeches, but the return is exponential in terms of the value and the quality of the speech that you can put together. So I began this by asking if you can change the world in just 4 minutes. Every speech should be about change, otherwise why deliver it? Unless your goal is to entertain or to gratify your own ego, every single speech should leave your audience better off as a result of having heard you. If you can do that, you may not change the whole world, but you can change their world in some small way. So I urge you to take the 4-minute challenge.